Have you ever been with someone who constantly needs you, relies on you for every single thing they need, but somehow you're always the bad guy? Someone controlling every single move of yours while playing the victim? You may have been with someone that has borderline personality disorder and also narcissistic personality disorder. You might be with one now. I'm going to try to show you how adding NPD to someone that has BPD, what's that like in the relationship? Adding that element. I'm doing this because you guys asked me to, because you got so many different questions trying to understand people with these disorders, their behaviors, why they did these things to you, what they're doing, what you could do. And I think it's great that you want to know this. I think we need to understand and inform ourselves. I do. I get it. I'm here for you. Hopefully, I'll let you know. Borderline personality disorder, severe, serious mental illness, is more common than we think. There's numbers, there's statistics. I think it doesn't really matter. You can't get more of a mental illness than personality disorders where people will not go get help for it. It's not me. That's all 10. It's not me, it's you. Obsessive compulsive personality disorder, not a problem. What I do is great. Everyone should be like me. You think those people go get help and there's statistics of showing how many of them there are? No, there's not. And it's just like that with borderline, and it's just like that with narcissistic personality disorder, and it's just like that when people have both of them. So they're higher than the stats say. One stat says people that are diagnosed with BPD are also 40% are also diagnosed with NPD. That might be somewhat accurate. I don't know. But it's more common than you think to be comorbid, to have both. That's why you guys sit there and go, as you're learning these disorders, you're like, God, are they a borderline? Are they a narcissist? I don't know, a borderline, narcissist, borderline. Are they a sociopath? Are they a histrionic? Probably have both. It's common to have two or more personality disorders. So in relationships, we know that people that have borderline personality. Oh, and by the way, I got to say, whenever I talk about toxic behaviors and toxic people and borderline, not all borderlines do what I'm going to say. Not all narcissists do what I'm going to say. Not all people that have borderlines and narcissistic personality disorder are doing everything that I say. And just because I'm talking about your toxic behaviors doesn't mean I'm talking about you. We know people with this disorder, with borderline personality disorder, and I'm talking about men and women that have it. They're emotionally unstable. They have mood swings, extreme highs and lows, anger, volatility. They're impulsive. They could be ruled by fear of abandonment. Their partners feel emotionally trapped due to the intense highs and lows of that relationship. People with borderline personality disorder are often very insecure, but they may be able to be vulnerable. Something important in this. Often codependent behaviors. They will try to manage your life, maybe, not so much control it. They may rely on you for what they need, but they might ask you to reassure them, to comfort them. They might ask you to promise them certain things. They may even beg. They may even threaten. They make frantic efforts, drastic measures, even self-harm or sabotage to control you, but it's mostly based out of a fear of abandonment. Now, add narcissistic personality disorder to the person you're in a relationship with that also has borderline personality disorder, and the symptoms and the traits intensifies. They could be much higher on these spectrums, may be less functional. Narcissism is now used as a defense mechanism, a control factor. Now they have dangerous egos, massive entitlement, so grandiose, lack of empathy, more exploitative, more controlling. Borderlines typically will bait you to get what they want from you, to not leave you, act like the victim and scare you and threaten you and accuse you of things if they have to. You don't love me, you're not meeting my needs. But the borderline narcissist will gaslight you, make you doubt yourself, feel crazy, will project all their nasty stuff onto you so you accept it and deal with it and feel shamed and guilt. And they will triangulate you to scare you, to fool you. They will be very passive aggressive. So narcissistic. They will blame shift. They will control you by blackmail. They will financially and emotionally exploit you. Every single thing they do is to control you. That's it. Literally. Even the ones who you say, oh, not this though. Yeah, even that. Even the gifts. Even the niceness. Even the... Walking on eggshells. A term used for being very careful around somebody who is sensitive, or maybe they're just very fragile, or maybe they're just explosive, violent, aggressive. Be careful what you say, be careful what you do, be careful of the sounds you make, be careful. Be careful. Borderlines. Borderlines, you're walking on eggshells if you're in a relationship with the borderlines because you don't want to emotionally trigger them. Anything you do could remind them of their past trauma that they refuse to heal from. Everything you do, everything you say, everything you don't say, if you meet their needs, if you don't meet their needs. Speak about another man or another woman. Your own independence can trigger them, threaten them. You have to be careful of their anxiety. Oh, now you have to make them feel better. Don't make that stresses them out. No, now you got to do stuff to give them feel it. You got to go get them something and take care of them. They might be worrying. You have to keep them from worrying. Don't let them worry. Oh, now they're panicking. They might be depressed, and you have to tend to these. You will be responsible for their emotions. How you make them feel is who you are. Interesting, huh? But the borderline narcissist now will manipulate you through emotional chaos and self-centered control. With conditional care, punishment, and discard. Sadism. Sadistic. Enjoying hurting you. This shows after a relationship is over. Really shows. The borderline may smear you, throw a temper tantrum, split on you, believe you're evil, tell everyone you're the bad guy. Oh, you're dangerous. But the borderline narcissist tries to ruin your life. They'll take you to court. Maybe they'll use laws and police. Maybe they'll get you fired from your job. Get everybody to hate you. Keep coming back to you just to keep hurting you, or to just keep using you and never end, never stop. Have I been clear? The difference? See? Both toxic relationships, but when you combine those, boy, oh boy, it's worse than just narcissistic, it's worse than just borderline. And if you're wondering which one they are all the time, well, probably both. But there's a difference. Did I show you? Do you understand? Can you tell me what you think and ask questions and share your own experiences, though? If you guys have some that back this up, some examples would be wonderful. If you guys find yourself in any of these types of relationships that are neglectful, that are abusive, because relationships are not supposed to be confusing, they're not supposed to be controlling, you're not supposed to be totally unsure and wondering and worrying, and it's not supposed to be stressful. Any of this stuff, step outside of it and tell somebody and ask for help, okay? I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And you guys can find me at daviddemars.com if you want coaching. Love yourself first, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.